Hey y'all, so I've been wanting to get back into reading, which I'm so proud of myself. I've read like 3 books in the last 2 months, which usually it takes me like a year. So I'm currently reading Jazz by Toni Morrison, and I have to say it took me like 4 attempts to actually make some progress in this book. I was stuck around like page 39 where she was talking about the city, and I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, it was so confusing to me. And I'm like, I know I'm not dumb. Like, I know I can understand what's going on. And now I'm on page 76, and I have to say, this is actually a really good book. I almost gave up on it. I almost returned it right back to the library because I'm like, no way. I remember reading Sula in high school. I don't know if I read Beloved, but I definitely watched the movie. I read Recitative, which is a short story by Toni Morrison, like super short. So I want to get more into reading, not just Toni Morrison, but Black literature in general. I also like to read murder mystery. Specifically, I like Abby Collette. She has a like ice cream murder mystery series. I've read two of, I believe there's 3 books. I have a third one to read. But I want to start like a book club, like just reading literature, talking about it, dissecting it, especially this kind of stuff because there's a lot of themes. There's a lot of like, what do you call that stuff? I can't think of all the terms, but there's a lot of stuff in these books that you really have to like kind of break it down to understand what it's saying. And I think for me, that kind of takes away the joy in reading, but it also makes it kind of joy because it's like, okay, she's saying this, but she's really talking about this. I also have books about like racism, anti-racism, which I have stamped by Ibram Kendi. Books about prejudice, biases, because I was an educator. And I think even like with the political climate and everything else, it's good to be informed about certain things. I have Hood Feminism, which is a really good book, but I'm struggling to get through it. Not because it's hard to understand, but because it's just, there's no story. And so I used to be a real reader, okay? And then you get to college and it's like you have to read for understanding and things like that. And again, it kind of takes the joy out of reading. But I want to get back to reading for fun. Yes, I still want to read those things that are educational and things like that. But right now, I'm all about nonfiction. Like, it's just fun to immerse yourself in something. It helps to put the phone down. It helps to, stop watching TV, which honestly, the phone is the primary thing for me. Like, it's just endless scrolling. So that's been a real challenge for me to just kind of put the phone down and pick up a book. And you get lost in it. You find yourself in the story. So I say all that to say, to summarize, basically, those who used to love reading and you've kind of lost your love for it, I would, for one, urge you to visit the public library. It's been years since I went to the library, and I went in there and I'm like, wow, I forgot that I actually used to love books. I buy lots of books from Barnes and Noble, and I even told myself like, no more purchasing books until you finish the ones that you have. Which, like I said, I don't feel like reading about prejudice right now. Like, it's too much going on. I don't want to read about that. But I do want to pick up a fun book. So I urge you to visit your public library and get back to reading. If you're a reader, get back, find you a book that you like, and just immerse yourself in it.